Special Agent Daniel Mercer sat alone in the cold, sterile confines of his office at Site-17, a top-secret government facility hidden deep beneath the Nevada desert. The official name of the facility was classified, as was everything else about it. Site-17 was a place where the most dangerous, mysterious, and unexplainable artifacts were stored, objects unearthed by archaeologists, recovered from forgotten ruins, or sometimes found drifting in space. Daniel was a man who had seen it all: classified missions, covert operations, the darkest side of national security. But here, among the strange and unexplainable relics of forgotten civilizations, even he felt a lingering unease. The air was always heavy in Site-17, as if the walls were imbued with secrets too dangerous to be known. He was going through a stack of reports when it happened. At first, it was faint, almost imperceptible, like a distant murmur. He paused, his pen hovering over the page. He cocked his head slightly, listening. Daniel. His heart skipped a beat. He looked around, but there was no one in the room. The voice was soft, almost hypnotic, but unmistakable. He stood up, scanning the room, his hand instinctively resting on the gun holstered at his hip. Daniel. It was louder this time, a whisper that seemed to come from every direction at once. Cold sweat trickled down his spine. This wasn't normal, even by Site-17 standards. He glanced at the surveillance cameras in the corner of the room, half expecting to see someone watching him. But the room was empty. The voice called out again, low and persistent, pulling at something deep within him. He knew exactly where it was coming from. Section Omega. Daniel grabbed his keycard and made his way down the dimly lit hallway toward the lower levels of Site-17. Section Omega was where the most dangerous artifacts were kept, objects too volatile or mysterious to be fully understood. Only a handful of people even knew it existed, and fewer still were authorized to enter. Whatever was calling to him, it was locked away in there. When he reached the heavy metal door, his keycard slid into the reader, and the door opened with a soft hiss. The air inside was colder, more oppressive, as if the artifacts themselves exuded some malevolent energy. He moved past rows of strange and unmarked containers, each one sealed behind thick glass, until he reached the last chamber. There, resting on a pedestal under a glass case, was the object that had been whispering to him. It was small, no larger than his fist, made of a black, glossy material. It looked ancient, far older than anything human. The surface was inscribed with intricate symbols that seemed to shift and change as he stared at them, giving him the eerie sensation that the artifact was watching him, waiting. Daniel. It's time. The voice was clear now, unmistakable, emanating from the artifact. His pulse quickened, but instead of fear, a strange compulsion washed over him. It was as if the artifact was speaking directly into his mind, bypassing all reason and self-control. You've been waiting for me, he whispered to the artifact, feeling foolish for talking to it, yet compelled to do so. Yes, the time has come. The invasion will begin soon. You are the key to stopping it. Invasion? Daniel's mind raced. He'd heard vague rumors, classified whispers among high-ranking officials about extraterrestrial threats, about hidden wars being fought beyond the public eye. But this? He wasn't prepared for this. Who are you? What are you? The artifact pulsed, glowing faintly, and for a moment images flashed before his eyes, cities in ruin, dark shapes descending from the sky, and a colossal ship casting shadows over the earth. He gasped, stumbling backward, his mind struggling to process the visions. I am a remnant of the Ashari, the voice continued, calm and steady. The creators. We gave life to your world long ago, but our ancient enemies, the Vashatar, have returned. Their invasion is inevitable. You must act before it is too late. Daniel's knees nearly buckled as the weight of the revelation crashed down on him. The Vashatar, he muttered, the name sending a shiver through him. He had seen reports, declassified fragments of intelligence suggesting that something ancient was stirring in the dark corners of the universe. But no one had ever said the name. The Ashari created us? Daniel asked, still processing the impossible. And now, the Vashatar want to destroy us? The Vashatar will enslave your species, consume your world's energy, and leave nothing but ashes in their wake. They are beings of darkness, driven by hunger. Only you can stop them, Daniel. You must find the Obsidian Key. The Obsidian Key. He had heard whispers of it before. Another top-secret artifact, lost to time, said to hold unimaginable power. But it had never been found, not by the government, nor any of the world's intelligence agencies. The Obsidian Key. He had heard whispers of it before. Another top-secret artifact, lost to time, said to hold unimaginable power. But it had never been found, not by the government, nor any of the world's intelligence agencies. It is hidden where few can reach it, but the time has come for it to be found once more. You must stop the Vashatar before they open the gates fully and bring destruction upon your world. Daniel's mind reeled. His life had been spent in the service of his country, but now, it seemed, he was being thrust into a war far beyond the borders of Earth. How do I find it? Where do I even begin? He demanded, desperation seeping into his voice. Seek out the Keepers of Truth. They have guarded humanity's secrets for eons. They know the way. But be warned, the Vashatar have agents on Earth already. They will seek the key as well. You must not let them find it. Daniel stood frozen, the enormity of the situation settling over him like a lead weight. The voice inside the artifact had grown quiet, but its message echoed in his mind. An ancient war was on the verge of breaking into Earth, and he, a government agent trained in espionage and counterintelligence, was being called to act. He straightened his posture, his mind beginning to settle into the familiar patterns of focus and resolve. He had a mission now. Find the Keepers of Truth, locate the Obsidian Key, and stop the Vashatar before they could bring ruin to Earth. As he turned to leave Section Omega, the whispers returned, softer now, but insistent. Hurry, Daniel. They are already here. Daniel Mercer, the seasoned agent who had once only answered to human threats, was now at the center of a cosmic battle. And as he ascended back to the surface of Site-17, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was already being watched by forces far beyond human comprehension.